Alright, let's try this again. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of StonerBaby Incorporated. It's your host, Monster 420 Cup, also known as that StonerBaby, is hopefully here to entertain you and babble. So, the main thing that I would like to start by pointing out is the fact that my life here on the PlayStation Network may be inevitably coming to an end. As, I mean, it's just my opinion, but Sony sure seems to be effing us out. And jacking prices, crap selection in games, no compatibility. I mean, as of, what is it that they showed last night, the 16th or the 17th, they're going to strip another 17 or more games out of the PlayStation Plus selection, which includes titles such as Far Cry 4 and 5, and that makes absolutely no sense to me, since Ubisoft is currently working on, believe it or not, the next Far Cry. So you think in order to keep your fans enthused and everybody excited, you would have kept them titles within the library, or started adding actual titles to the classic selection that fans are actually thirsty to see. Sony, you are losing your clientele to Microsoft. Well, definitely not first place, but a cool second. Yeah, instead of focusing your energy on all these big blockbuster hits that are supposed to be coming out, why don't you just simply remember where you came from? Like, remember what was good for business. And what used to be good for business was what was good for fans. Now, it just really seems like Sony does not care about its fans whatsoever. And again, it's just my own opinion. I mean, and Sony still... I still have enough faith to keep hold and wait for them to do the right thing. I've been, you know, PlayStation Plus for like the last 3 to 4 years. And once they went through the price hike and, you know, introduced the tiers, I immediately became a premium player, because I'm like, I'm not going to miss out on anything awesome. And then what has really been offered that is epic and or awesome quality since they pulled that move? I can't really think of anything. And I'm not dumb, man. It doesn't take a blind person to see that the reason Sony hiked the prices on PlayStation Plus and their accessories is because the PlayStation 5, for all intents and purposes, tanked. It did not receive the reception that they wanted. It did not receive the money that they were hoping people were going to waste on it. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I'm not afraid to admit it, man. If Sony doesn't start treating me like the customer that I am, and actually start providing the plus in PlayStation Plus, I'm probably just gonna walk away. Oh, whatever. Just below my... I thought I had it at least beat my score. You know, like I sit back and I think about legendary gaming, which I'm sure you, my fans, have noticed. It's really been my theme since I hopped on here 2.5 years ago. It's been about noting the benchmarks in gaming that made gaming what it is, the legendary spots that made gaming what it is, that made community. We're talking things like Metal Gear Solid. It was one of the most iconic storylines I ever played when I was a young kid. The events that Solid Snake was put through during the first two, and then the overcompensating, amazing third one, Snake Eater, was just beyond belief. I logged so many hours into that. And platforming, man, Gex, and Spyro, and Crash Bandicoot, all took what Mario made famous on the Nintendo and built on it, proving that Mario and Sonic were not the only two in their category that could hold it down. I mean, Minecraft was introduced, and it was like Tetris meets Legos meets a stoner's imaginary dream. Mortal Kombat came out, and parents the world over all shit the bed because their kids were playing something that was over the top violent. Call of Duty took the world by storm and allowed players to fill a soldier's shoes in one of the best formats I have seen in gaming. And then introduced to us that cult phenomenon known as zombies. There we go. Definitely beat my score that time. Still way below Coinbox, but still holding on that second place. There are so many legendary aspects to gaming that we have just walked away from and forgotten about, and it's like nobody remembers what gaming was originally about. It wasn't only about being the winner, it was about competition and community and breaking records. Defining the gaming lane that fit you the best. And Sony, growing up for me, it was Sony that was a juggernaut. I remember when the PlayStation first debuted and I was blown away. I mean, before that, I think the fanciest system I had been on and or enjoyed was probably the Nintendo 64. And I remember being just, like I said, blown away. Absolutely blown away. The controller for the PlayStation just seems so weird and inventive compared to the 64, which was giant and clunky. Graphics at that moment in time were just like, oh my lord. And the beastie category of games that the original PlayStation had offered had changed gaming completely. It brought a new face and a new threat to the gaming community, put Nintendo and Sega on their toes. You're talking about a company that was known for VCRs and Walkmans and other technological formats like that, stuck their nose into gaming and created something out of nothing. Excuse me. Oh, thank you, Urgent Seeker. I will definitely accept your friend's request here at my nearest opportunity. But like, this is just... I can't get over it, man. I really can't get over it. I've always considered myself, too, to be a very universal gamer. I love Nintendo, I love Microsoft, I love Sony. I'm not really home to one or the other, above the other, but if I really had to be honest, it was always Sony since I was about 12 years old. I'm getting introduced to the Xbox 360 right around the time that I had my PlayStation 3 and found equal love for it. Oh, held it way too long. But if you listen to it, Sony, like I've had proof that Rockstar's listened to me, Bethesda's listened to me. Gotta remember, much like McDonald's, Walmart, HBO, any company, you're nothing without your fans. You're nothing without your customers. So don't you think it's about time you start giving your customers what they want? Ah, yes! Beautiful. Beat it by over 100,000. Yeah, isn't it about time to start treating us the way that we're asking to be treated, to giving us the content and the features and the quality that we ask for? We have sat here and been faithful to you. I'm 35, and that means I've dedicated over 20 some years of my life to Sony just to watch it start to circle the drain. And you just contracted yourself out for the PlayStation 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Claiming that the PlayStation 4 is still very much alive and vital, and yet there's still many rumors that the PlayStation 4 and its servers are on their last limb. Nice, almost beat it by another 100,000. Yeah, I've dedicated over 20 some years of my life to Sony. That's well over half of my life to Sony and everything that Sony offers. And they still have time to fix this. They still have time to catch it and stay king. It's just, if they don't start doing the right thing here soon, they're gonna be done. Like, take a moment and do some research and find out how many people not only dropped out when Sony initiated the price hike in the tiers, but how many people just dropped out and canceled subscriptions as of September. I mean, they're tired of not getting the games that they want. They're tired of not getting the benefits that they want. And again, I have high faith that Sony can fix this. And much like I've talked about and shown in the games that I play, you don't gotta focus on being the winner to win. Sometimes you just gotta chillax. And if you got the fan bases that you need, you have nothing to worry about. Crappy score. Alright, well, I'm set for another promotion. Hopefully, I survive it. Woodstock's Wood Hut. I mean, on that, I'm still here. Like, I haven't canceled. I haven't forgone anything. Still subscribed to Fallout First. Still subscribed to PlayStation Plus. Still subscribed to EA Hub. Like, I'm still here with you, Sony. But I cannot help, like I said, predict the future on what you guys got going for yourselves. And much like WWE, you guys have some major business decisions to make. And hopefully you make them in the right way. I mean, the other part that I read too, and I may have slightly misunderstood it when I read it, I'm not gonna lie. But from the way I understood it, I mean, Microsoft is canceling cross-gen projects with Sony because of the popularity dip, because of the ratings going down. Like, do you guys not remember introducing the world to, you know, Devil May Cry, Metal Gear Solid, Need for Speed, God of War? Sony has always been about, you know, bigger and better. Oh. Nope. No. I totally hit the grind. Bro, come on. I know the score is not really important, but it is important for beating the local heroes. And if I keep getting F'd out of my score, how am I supposed to beat the local heroes? That's better. Fucker. Wow, don't ask me what that was. Wow. Beef another checkpoint. Too many hops. Oh, I know, I fucked up another checkpoint. Seriously, come on. Apparently, I am stalemate. Come on, oh my fucking god! I should have fucking had that. Seriously? I don't care if I beat all the heroes or not. I passed it. Always come back and try it again. Alright, well, I'm gonna leave you all on that thought while I end this broadcast and wait a little bit to start another one. Like I said, just come on, Sony. Come on. You are nothing without your customers but a name. And I still have faith that you can be king of the mountain for a hell of a lot longer if you would simply start catering towards your fans and your customers a lot better than what you are. But this has been Monster 420 Cup, also known as that Stoner Baby, still having faith in Sony and reminding you to stay high and stay dry, and that diapers are made for gamers. I will catch you all just a little bit later on something else. Deuces for now, y'all.